Buongiorno. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most confusing words in Italian, which is chi. Let's dive in. So, some common mistakes that you might make are using chi only for one of its meanings and missing some of the others. So, you have these two phrases in Italian, very, very, very commonly used, c'è and ci sono, which translate to there is or there are. So c'è means there is, ci sono means there are. But this is only one way that chi is used. And by the way, if you're wondering in this phrase, c'è, where is the chi, this is actually the same as ci è, but to shorten it, we just move it to this. Okay? Then we have some more idiomatic and translated phrases, like translating ci penso io, literally as I think there about it. So, chi, another meaning of chi is there. Again, we're going to get into some of the different examples, but if you translate this to literally, you think, there, I think. It doesn't make sense. But really, this is a phrase that means I'll handle it. I'll think about it. So the meaning of chi here is, referring to it, or whatever it is that you're speaking about, rather than there. Okay, so again, a couple of different meanings. So we have it meaning, so chi has a few different meanings. If you haven't gathered by now, by me stumbling over my words. So we have, it can mean it can mean us, or it can mean there. Quite confusing, yeah? So it might not be obvious to you when you're learning Italian from the very beginning when each one is being used, okay? The kind of link to the second point is actually avoiding these expressions with chi because they seem too complex. But things like ci penso io are really used quite often in Italian, yeah? So, for example, this is a way to be helpful, and it's a bit more assertive than just, I suppose I can do it, or I'll take care of it, or don't worry about it. Ci penso io, don't worry about it. That's one that's really, really nice to throw into a conversation. Okay, a little bit of motivation before we dive into some of our harder vocab. That a different language is a different vision of life. I'm not just saying this. There are actually concepts in Italian for which we actually don't have words to express in English. One example that comes to mind would be like sprezzatura, which is, it describes Italian's fashion sense. It's the kind of style of looking like you just open your wardrobe and threw on the first thing you found, and it's completely elegant and flawless, which in English we don't really have. So you do actually learn a lot of different things as you're learning Italian. And really what I wanted to just say with this is you could be, just sitting at home on your ass, relaxing. You could be watching TV. You could be doing anything, but you're actually choosing to be here, practicing your Italian, hopefully, to actually go to Italy or connect more with your family. And I think that's a very admirable thing. So just keep up the good work, okay? Now, some example vocabulary. Let's have a look. Ci penso io. We talked about this one already. I'll take care of it. Non ci credo. Non ci credo. I don't believe it. This is again very, very common. So the meaning of ci in this phrase is it. The meaning of ci in this phrase is also it, like I don't believe it. Ci sono, okay, we talked about this one, is there. Ci andiamo, yeah, so for example, like, quando vai in quel posto? When are you going to that place? Ci vado mercoledì. I'm going to go on Wednesday. And then ci sentiamo, this is really the meaning of ci, where it means us. Okay? All right, now time for my sales pitch. I have made a Italian practicer, basically to test, not to test, but really just to practice your different tenses. So we've got your present tense, past tense, and future tense in Italian. I got frustrated that there isn't an option on Duolingo, for example, to just search for past tense exercises. So I basically just made this. It's quite simple, as you can see, but I'd really like to get some feedback on it. And just, make it a better product. So if you give it a go, I'll put the link to this in the description below. And I also have a newsletter, like every other YouTuber out there. But if you want to hear from me just a bit more often with some Italian tips and, extra videos and things like that, then I'll put that in the description, the link to sign up to that. It comes out once a week, usually on the weekend, so it doesn't clog up your inbox as well. Okay, back to the video. Let's head here. Okay, example sentences with ci. Okay, devi comprare il pane? Non ti preoccupare, ci penso io. Sorry, these are two separate sentences if that wasn't clear, which I realize it's actually not that clear. So, devi comprare il pane, do you need to buy bread? Ah, ma ci penso io, don't worry about it. I'll handle it. Hai vinto la lotteria? Non ci credo. Yeah, I don't believe it. Non ci credo. Ci sono molti turisti in piazza oggi. There are many tourists in the piazza. Al supermercato? Sì, ci andiamo dopo pranzo. Yeah, so sì, ci andiamo dopo pranzo. So ci andiamo, we are going there. Okay, now one little example conversation. Oh no, ho dimenticato di prenotare il ristorante per stasera. Non ti preoccupare, ci penso io. Conosco il proprietario. So, oh no, I've forgotten to book the restaurant for this evening. Don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. I know the owner. Proprietario, if you don't know, means owner. Davvero? Non ci credo, sei fantastica. Ci sentiamo più tardi per confermare l'orario, ok? So, really? I don't believe it. You're amazing. Well, you're fantastic. Yes, ci sentiamo più tardi is we'll talk later. You know, we'll hear from one another later. So again, if you're hanging up the phone call with someone, for example, good one to just say is, ci sentiamo più tardi. L'orario means the time. Might be an uncommon word. Perfetto, ci sono anche i miei genitori stasera. Ancora meglio, ci divertiamo di più. So perfect, my parents will be there tonight as well. Sophia saying, even better, ancora meglio, even better, we'll have an even better time and we'll enjoy ourselves even more. Okay, well done. Hope that was helpful. I'm going to link a video here that I think makes sense to watch right after this one. So enjoy and I will see you there very shortly.